Hello, Lady and the Frogs, back again. I have Ziggy with me, Sigmund, we call him Ziggy, because today I'm not going to be tackling my clothes. I'm going to be tackling the state of my living room still. I've got a few more of these sundry things which I'm going to photograph. Yet again, the weather forecast is a sack of shit. I don't know why they bother. If in any other career, if you got it wrong this much, you would be sacked. But no, they just give them a pay rise. So, I've got a whole load more stuff here I can photograph. The sun is out, the light is good, so I can take the rest of the photographs. I just thought I was going to have to forget about it. But I'm going to do that. Tried a recipe from this yesterday. In fact, I tried 2 recipes from this yesterday. The chips didn't cook in the time that it said, and so we had to put them in the air fryer in the end, and then they were disgusting. And the chicken nuggets, which I did, absolutely disgusting. So, you know, I wouldn't bother going on a diet. Just eat what you want that tastes decent. So that is definitely getting listed. I'm not putting myself through that again. No, I have a grumbling husband as well. There's eating healthy, and then there's having tasteless food, and you know, I don't understand why anybody would bother. Just have a baked potato and some nice bits. So yeah, I'll carry on doing this big box. I've got some sunglasses as well here, which I've got to do, but I'm just going to sling them on auction. Although most of the auctions that I had last night were just a complete fail. I don't know what it is. It's probably this Black Friday thing, but I don't know. The whole of November seems to have been Black Friday every day, so I don't even know when Black Friday is. Anyway, can you believe it? I've got 2 job lots of Lego. Somebody thinks that in their wisdom it's a really good idea to send it in this. I don't even know how you would even have the bollocks to do that. So any of the small bits of there's a hole in it there where the label is. So small bits of that have probably come out. And then I've got another box here of Lego. So I'm going to photograph these, get it out of the way, and then I'm going to go dig into these and wash them and try and clear the Lego that I've got over there, which it won't let me flip it, but yeah, I've got to go through that and I've got to sort that out because it's just, I'm finding that clothes aren't selling anyway, so it's doing me the world of good to put the rest of my Lego on, and Ziggy likes Lego. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open these up, see what the hell is in these. The contents, well, the actual contents of this box, the shoe box, they've kindly put them in bags, so most of it is sort of separated. I do remember why I bought this. It's got a bus stop sign in it, and it's got various other vintage things, so I can make my money back by doing job lots, which I do for £10 with the postage. So I can at least get, with the contents that's here, I can at least get 5 of them out of there, so that's like 50 quid. I paid just under 20 for this, including the postage. It's got some minifigures that I do need for some of my other vintage sets, because I really am trying to just concentrate on vintage now. And this means I can, this thing which is sat next to the television, I can actually complete and get that on, which would be great because it's caked in dust now. But this bag is just blind. I should have waited for the auction to end, but I sent them a best offer of 15 and they accepted. So this has got some like decent bits in it. Oh my god, that's actually from this. I thought this was from the Western sets. This is actually from Monopoly, I swear. Yeah, it's right. So this it's full of junk. There's stuff in here, you know, like, so we've got bits of paper, a crayon, more paper, some junk. I've got loads of faux Lego, so this is going to have to be one. And that's not Lego, so I've got my little bin out already because I can see what it's going to be. And then I've got broken bits, which I have to just throw away. These are useful. This is from garage doors for various things. Annoyingly, it's got modern Lego in here, so this is going to be a right load of nonsense. What is that? That's probably from Kinder Surprise, that, isn't it? There's nothing I can do with these things. More rubbish there. It's Lego, but it's faux Lego. Ah, the obligatory marble is here. This is a good sign. So this is from vintage Lego sets. So that's a good sign. Ah, yes. That's Kinder Surprise, isn't it? So this, unfortunately, is a rare part, which has got Tipex on it. Great days. And so there we are, vintage Lego. I couldn't see any of this, so this was just a blind risk. This is a Paradiso, so that's decent, but, you know, broken, garbage. What's this? Bly's Bargain Bookstore. I mean, how is it even possible to do this kind of breakage? It's got modern parts stuck in that. I'll have to sort that out in a minute. This isn't Lego. This is fake Lego. Somebody on one of Nick Hill's videos was talking about how do you tell whether something is fake. God, I can't explain it to you, but the weight of that is too light for Lego. You can tell that the colouring is off. So if you look at that, you can't even tell. But there's just something about the plastic. You can tell that it's cheap plastic. It's really hard. It's just something that you learn as you go along. I can't think, but I sell off my fake Lego anyway, all in one. This feels like it might be fake. I don't know. No, you see, that's one of the killer signs. Yeah. So the body does actually have some structure to it, whereas that one doesn't. But I immediately knew that was fake because it just was weighted wrong. That's genuine. That's I think that's Star Wars. Ah, another marble. So there is, I think when I was looking at this, the thing that I looked at, broken, see, this is fake because it hasn't got anything written on the studs. I really should have put this in to clean it before I looked at it. I want to get rid of all the pen tops and garbage, but it really needs a clean. I'm sure that this has got some of these parts in it here, which are Castle Lego. Let's just bung the rest of it in. So we've got Harbour there, that's vintage. Well, I say vintage, it's 1990s. That suggests that it's from a space set. So this guy is from the pirate sets. I could have sworn that this had, oh there we are, we've got one, but I thought I saw some of the edge pieces. More rubbish. Oh, this one's been eaten up. Oh no, it's a crayon. Lots of marbles in this. Lots of broken bits. I can't think what that's from. It's annoying when you're sold on weight. So you see, I knew immediately that one was fake. And yeah, and again, it doesn't have the inside in it, but it's so light. It's unbelievably light. Somebody's necklace. Piss off with that. Oh, there's so much garbage in here. I think this is it. You just end up with so much household waste. So that's genuine. That's a space figure set, and I can tell you can just about see it, but there's not much to it. So this is not Lego, as it says something else on there on the top. Not a good buy really. I should have just waited. But there's a lot of like interesting parts in here. There's a lot of bits that I can use for pirate sets, which I have got. I just thought there was more to it, and there was definitely a different part of that was pictured in it. So I would suggest that they probably like weighed it and then didn't like the price of the postage, so changed it. That's a shield from, I think it's like early 2000s. I'm not all that au fait with the early stuff. So this is going to be a lot of fiddle-arsing around with, and probably not much, so to speak. There's no like full sets in here, but it might help me on my way with some other things. See, this doesn't feel like genuine Lego because the weight's not quite right on it. Yeah, so probably not a good buy. I thought that there might be slightly more to it than what there is. That's a decent part. I'm sure I've needed that before and not had it. That's definitely fake. Right, so I'm going to clean this before I handle it any further because it's in a right mess. Yeah. See where we can go with this. But I've got a lot of Lego to sort anyway, so that's what I'm going to probably be doing this weekend now. So I can get my Christmas tree up. I mean, it's in a bad way. Hello, it's Monday morning and you find me on the floor of my storeroom, and you couldn't see there that I've also got Lego out in the hallway still, so my Lego sorting hasn't really got very far. This week is another one of these weeks where I'm organising. I'm still on, I promised you, you can't see, but it's this is mint tea. I'm still on the caffeine ban and sugar ban and all these other things. I've put weight on. Complete waste of time. I must burn more weight when I've got sugar in me. Okay, I've got a whole pile of stuff here which I've just spent ages dragging out. I couldn't find one thing. This thing here, for some reason, Sarah Resells was saying it's always something black, isn't it? And I was swearing that this had relisted itself. I had two mohair things, and of course I found the other mohair thing, and could I find this thing? And I was thinking, no. And I've had this since Doomsday, so I was thinking it must have just snuck down. No, I just mistook this for some other wool coat because it had that bit showing, not the mohair bit. So I have a lot of sales here, and a lot of them are very cheap sales, but I think I've got 20, well, I've got to take 24 things, I think, today to the post office, which is unheard of. Yay! I've got some Quality Street for them as well. I just need a thank you card, so I might take that tomorrow for them once I found a card. Well, I'll end up buying a card from the post office the way I'm going. So I've like broken 2 of my nails raking through boxes trying to find this coat, so that's not good. So I'll probably snag something really nice. There is a silk thing in here. So this most of this stuff is stock which has been around for ages, and it's not gone on auction, even though it's been going round and round on auction. Most of it I put back on a buy it now, and they've sold under best offer for more than what the previous auction was. Oh, go figure. So this £15 for that. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do packing this stuff up. It's going to drive me absolutely up the wall today. Funnily enough, I was like thinking, oh, I haven't sold any Lego, and then I've just sold a Lego thing this morning. So I've sold a spaceship with one of these dudes. My problem that I've had with the stuff which I've got in there, which I was sorting through, no minifigures in it, and I thought, well, I've got loads of space minifigures. Turns out that I haven't, because I've done so many space sets, made them up just recently and sold them. I've run out of space minifigures. I've only got these ones, which are like, I think they're like Futuron ones. They're not the classic space ones from the late 70s, early 80s. So I'll end up getting a load more of them. But I've decided, I've gone through all my minifigures and I've taken out all the modern stuff. And I am going to clear out all the modern Lego that I've got. When I say modern, I mean 2000s onwards, because it drives me up the wall. I like 80s and 90s. I do the 70s stuff as well, obviously. But it's the 80s stuff which I tend to stick with, because I know it. Because obviously that's when I was a kid, when I had the 80s Lego. So I'm going to gain control of my Lego by doing that. Anyway, more stuff that I've sold. Tangle Tees, which I got in the Debenhams sale. I got £10 for that, so that's a personal sale. A Lego book, which came with a job lot of books, which don't own me anything now. That was £5, I want to say. And then £5 for this Secret County, which I thought was a smaller book. So, you know, £5. It's fine. This is a job lot of stuffed toys, which went on auction for £5. Those were donated to me from a relative. I need to sort my nail out before I snag something. Okay, I'm back. This just proves, doesn't it, that I need to get this place sorted. But yeah, I am pleased I've sold through so much dross. It would be nice if I just had higher brands, better brands. This, I've had this up for quite a high price, but it hasn't sold. This is, I thought there was a hole in it then, but it's just rubbish. Yeah, cardigan by Joe Brown's, £15. Lots of people were sending offers, and I was just thinking, you know what? Have it, take it, leave me. Which is why I've got so much stuff now to post. It's probably not really the it's probably not the stuff which I've got, although this is quite a nice thing. This is a Ted Baker thing as well. This was donated. I could have probably got a lot more for this. I got £37 for that, but it is going to the US because they were like, your postage is very high. No, my postage isn't very high. Postage is high overseas. So, yeah. This, oh, some dimwit fucking sent me an offer of £12, so I counted, and then they accepted it and said, oh, I didn't want to accept it. Well, why did you accept it? So then I relisted it, and somebody bought it for £15. It's just Reese, but it's a very weird cardigan, a very thin cardigan thing. I'll leave that to one side for the moment because I want to show you something else which I've got of that brand, which just proves a point. So a cashmere jumper thing, cashmere blend, mint velvet, size 8, 15 for that, because they also got this which went on auction, 100% cashmere, but only got £10. People don't like auctions. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't had Lego auctions. Fantastic, because I'm going to do a whole load of Lego auctions. There's another nail there which is all screwy. Jeez Louise. I tell you, it's the amount of these things which have been sat round for so long that they were like slipped down, and I've just been a bit kinetic with it all. This was a mistake pickup because it's actually junior stuff, and I just don't rate. I don't know. It just seems like a lot of hassle selling junior stuff for very little money back. So that, can't remember, probably a tenner, because I was just glad that somebody wanted it. This was another donated thing, a very nondescript brand, which I don't know what it is. It's quite a nice sort of chiffony dress thing. £10 for that. £10 for this. Monsoon silk blouse. I feel that was a £1 pickup, definitely. This is going abroad. White stuff. It's linen, so you know, must be the sun's out somewhere else. It's snow here today. Probably another reason why I've been fiddle-arsing around. This I really like, but it's been kicking around for ages. Off the shoulder thing, Bardo thing. It's only Sainsbury's, but I do like that. But that's one of these stupid ass things which I got when we were in lockdown. Don't even get me started on COVID, because it's not COVID, is it? This new thing is a coronavirus. It's probably nothing to do with COVID. Most of the things that I've seen where they've spoken about it, they've said coronavirus. And this convor, or whatever it is, it's an anagram of moronic. So this is just Hannibal Lecter turning up again. This is something that I wanted to show you, because this has gone on auction, and it's gone on auction. It's been on about 6 cycles of an auction now, and it is Philip Lim. Yeah, that's it, Philip Lim. Because I had to check my spelling, because I thought, well, why isn't it selling? These sell for like a load of money if you're in America. But that's gone for £4. It's 100% silk, really cool beading. £5. And then this has sold for 40. Jumper, really cool jumper, obviously. Really cool lace detail. And this is Philip Lim. Admittedly, it is new with tags. That went on Buy It Now, obviously, because it wouldn't have sold for that on auction. But just goes to show, doesn't it? I have had the vest. I have had that on Buy It Now. I've had that for over 6 months. No interest. It just makes no sense. I don't know if I'll pick that brand up again. It'll have to be something very special. But you see, again, that is nice. This beadwork is so nice. It's sequin and beadwork. But no, don't get it. Just don't get it. This has been kicking around for ages. I had it on £15, and somebody was watching it, and I've been striking while the iron is hot. The moment I'm getting those watches, I'm sending those offers out. So I sent them an offer of £10, and they snapped that up, and I don't have to have it in my stock anymore. Another Sainsbury's thing here. Oh look, half the labels come off it now because it's been here for that long. I don't even remember what I've bought these for. But that, you know, yeah, obviously it's Christmassy. What did I get for that? I want to say £12.99. I think they sent me an offer. No, so it's 12 because they sent me an offer. This has gone for 15. manta ray, nice skirt. Do like that skirt, but it's a size 16, so just a little bit big for me. You know, although if I carry on, you know, not consuming sugar, who even knows how big I'll be? I've weighed myself since I started this thing, thinking, well, if I haven't had sugar now for a week, I must have lost some weight. And I've put it on, and I'm now 12 stone, whereas I was 11.5 stone. So I don't know if it's just because time of the month thing, or if I am that unwell and I just don't know it. But what the hell? This has been knocking around for ages. This went for £5. I'm glad to see the back of it. Viramondo. Never picked the Viramondo up. It's ghastly. This is new with tags. In fact, the only Viramondo stuff I ever have picked up has been new with tags. How much was it brand new? £36 brand new. So yeah, so not much to write home about. I feel like this is supposed to have a belt with it, and I've lost the belt. No, I haven't, have I? No, it's just rubbish. This is something I've had for a while. Let me just get my hair out of my face because I'm itching my nose now for no reason. My nose feels really itchy. It's dusty in here and I'm so fed up. I'm really looking forward to, excuse me, I'm really looking forward to getting all my Lego under control and having a really deep clean through, you know, before I put the Christmas tree up. I'm really looking forward to that. This anyway is C&A. It's vintage, really quite vintage C&A. My mum used to call that coats and hats. Oh geez, my mum's not like gone or anything, so she probably still calls it coats and hats. But you know, it doesn't crop up because obviously it's not around anymore. And then the last thing which I've got is this. It's a jumper dress. It's just Topshop, but it's got a little bit of cashmere in it, I think. Really nice that, you know, oh god, that would be nice to wear on a day like today. Okay, so I've got to get all this packed up, which I'm not looking forward to. I wish I'd done it in stages. I nearly did do it in stages. Once I'd pulled all the tops out, I nearly did all them, and then I launched into trying to find something, then got stressed out because I couldn't find this coat. So I should have just done that. And obviously it's going to be slow going today on eBay. I have sold something on my personal account, so I know that Packlink is working. Oh, right, so got to start putting all this in jiffy bags. Yeah, right, let's do it. Let's bust on. In terms of sorting the Lego out, it's still a right mess in here. I'm just gonna inventory this because I'm sure that I can pull this together. I've got the base plate at the very least. I just feel like I've got most of this stuff. And those two job lots that I've just been through, although they're all just basic stuff, there's a lot of like little bits with it. I've got enough to finish a castle now from that job lot. I have enough to photograph that and get that on because it had things like this which I needed. And then I've got two, well, they're over here. This is why I need to get it all on. So there's two space sets here that I've got more than the pieces which you're seeing in there, but it's got one little unique piece which I definitely haven't got. So I've sort of just put those pieces aside, and then I've actually ordered some of the parts for this. It's called some kind of, it's like a Starfleet Voyager or something. Something similar to that. I play on the words. But I've ordered some of the parts for that. It's like that, but it's got 3 on the end. which I'm hoping is the ones that they're going to send through. This is for something else, which I haven't got. So I'm optimistic that I can get this together. And if this set is complete, £50 for that. And then bits that I'm doing today, which I'm just going to photograph before the light completely disappears. I've had another light digger in with all of that, and various other diggers and buckets. So I'm just doing this as a job lot. Some of them I've put together, but it's driving me a bit nuts. So I'm going to get rid of them. I've actually just sold one of these after I come back from the post office. So I've sold one for £8.99 that wasn't complete because it didn't have the stickers on there and there, but this is complete. So that's a really easy list. I can just put it on, carry on from the one that I've done. And then I've got this one, which was knocking around. Because I've been sorting my minifigures, I realised that this minifigure goes with this set, which I could easily put together. So I did that. I've got them I'm going to put on as parts. I've got these stanchions, which I'm going to put on as parts because it's like a monorail thing or something. I'm never going to do it. And then I've got some of these sets made up. So this is regarded as, I just do this as like vintage windows and, you know, building bricks. These are vintage bricks, all of these, which I've got out of that job lot because they don't have cross supports. So these are the old ones from the 70s. So this is faithful to the 70s, as is that one. So these come on for £9.99. I would do more of these, except I'm waiting for the first to use my packaging voucher to get some more of these, because I only ever use them for these, and when somebody requests that I send something through without plastic packaging. So I don't want to have like loads of packaging in the way, so I'm waiting. And then I've got these job lots, which I probably will, I'm probably just going to leave it with that. I could add some more bits to this, but these wheels sets sell really well, so I don't need to bulk this up. That one's quite, yeah, there's probably more in that one than there is in that one, but it just looks more because it's got them vintage type bits in it. But again, £9.99, all the little bits for these car bits. It's popular and it'll sell, and obviously large letter. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to zoom through them because then it's just some bits to get on, isn't it? And then I've got to go through the sets, which I've got. All of those boxes have got sets which have got like 1 or 2 parts missing, which I just need to go through and put together. So that's what I'm doing. And then I want to do it now so that I can check that none of the stuff which is in here, this is all stuff which I'm going to put on a job lot of minifigures, because I don't want to carry on doing anything that's modern. I want to stick to the vintage Lego because I'm not that au fait with anything from the year 2000 onwards. Story of my life. So I just need to check that, because some of these probably are like that, may well be late 90s, but it may not be. So I just need to check what sets I've got which may need some of these minifigures, and then I'm gonna stick the heads on. I've got loads of heads here, but I don't know what they go with. This is why it frustrates me, because it's just, they're just so expressive. All of these heads that you get on the more modern sets, you know, and some of them are even double-sided. There's just so many variations of it, it just drives me nuts. Whereas the small variations that you get with the faces on the pirate stuff is so much easier to deal with. you know, and obviously the 1970s and 80s stuff is just a smiley face. So I'm going to see what I've got in my boxes, which will also clear the decks, and then I'll be getting rid of this. Now, some of these job lots of minifigures sell for around £50 to £100. I've been through and done a search for stuff on eBay to try and see what the most popular minifigures are, because some of them sell for crazy money on their own. I thought that this Staff Mall one might be, but it only sells for around £5, and I think I'm missing the sort of spiky hair bit for that. And obviously, I mean, I've got some other Star Wars things here, but I don't think any of it is necessarily popular. It's not like Lando or anything like that. It's not like one of the figures which is popular. I can't think. Some of the Boba Fett ones are desirable, but it's nothing that I've got here. So this is all stuff which is going to go on auction and hopefully get me a decent wedge in and some space back. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to carry on doing this. It's late Monday. My husband's probably going to come bursting through the door in a minute. Yeah, I might go sourcing tomorrow. Yeah, I definitely will be going sourcing tomorrow. Why not? But obviously need to get this Lego on. Need to take photos before the light goes. It looks quite nice in here. It looks quite bright, but it isn't. Yeah, that's my goal. So I'm gonna call it a day here with this vlog, and then when I come back, hopefully I'll have actually got on somewhere else with these sets, so I'll be able to show you what I've been able to put on. So, and I've sold 3 Lego sets today, you know. I hadn't sold any Lego over the weekend, but I've sold 3 Lego sets today. Oh, that's the brownies, isn't it? So it's definitely worth putting it on. So I'll see you again soon, and thank you for watching.